Welcome back, Doom Tubers, to another game discussion. Today we're talking about VEI, or VI, however you say it. It's a working designs game for the Sega CD. I didn't play it on Sega CD. I played it on iOS, on my iPhone. And I think it was like $2, $3, something like that, which is quite a bit cheaper than a complete copy of the game for the Sega CD. And on top of that, you have to own a Sega CD in order to play a Sega CD game. But it is available on iOS. I don't know if it's on Android or not, but if it is, be sure to pick this game up because it's really, really good. It starts off kind of slow. It's a turn-based RPG, and it's extremely easy. It's really colorful, very linear, very easy to play. I mean, there's just not a whole lot of room for to get lost or anything like that. And you level up so fast in the game that you probably won't need to spend much time grinding. I didn't spend much time grinding at all. Maybe a little bit in the early part of the game, but really just not at all. And one of the cool functions was that there's an AI selection, and if you just click the AI button, it just auto attacks. Everybody just auto attacks. You actually have to choose enemies to attack. But when you get to stronger enemies, and if there's more than one, sometimes it's beneficial to not use the AI, so you can actually use spells and direct your attack towards one enemy and then the other. Because if you click AI, you can't guarantee that they're going to take out one and the other. They kind of just alternate attacks and things like that. You start out obviously with just one person in your party, and then you get two, and then eventually you get up to four. But then party members change, actually, and I won't give any spoilers away, but there's different reasons for the party members changing. But basically, when you end the game, the only constant member is you. You end the game at the area, and the three that you have, aren't the same three that you had at different parts of the game. It's hard to explain without ruining anything, but very good game. I wasn't sure how I was going to like the touchscreen controls, and I will say that was the only thing that I didn't like about this game, was that the touchscreen controls, which is only a problem when you're maneuvering your character on the screen. You got to kind of go to the left of the screen to go left, and up and down, and it's okay because there isn't a lot of I won't say there's a lot of walking, but because there is a lot, but the map is very small, and the levels themselves, the dungeons and things are, there's just, you don't really get lost very easily. You pretty much know which way to go right away, and the battles are great. It's kind of a over the shoulder view, kind of like Phantasy Star, except you actually see the characters. More like Phantasy Star 2, I think, from what I've played of that one. But character animations are good, and the graphics are, really good. I mean, it's a Sega CD game, so it's, not quite, it's 32-bit in there somewhere. I don't know exactly how that works. It's better than 16-bit, but maybe not as good as 32. I don't know how it works. Got some animated full motion cutscenes that are okay. I mean, they're nothing spectacular. They're very colorful anime cutscenes, but the voice acting is not so good. And I watched some footage on YouTube of the Sega CD version, and the cutscenes themselves. There's different voice actors on the Sega CD version. There's actually more talking, more dialogue there was on the iOS version, which I thought was weird that they left off dialogue in the cutscenes. I figured it'd just be a direct, they just take that cutscene from the Sega CD version, just put it on iOS, because quite frankly, the iPhone and iPads are, much more powerful than the Sega CD was. So I don't understand why it was less of a game. I don't know. It didn't take away anything from me, because obviously I didn't watch it till after the fact, or towards the end, actually. I should take it back. I kind of got lost in the Danet Castle at the very end, but it wasn't really that I got lost. It's just there's so many paths to take, and I was just kind of pressed for time. I really just wanted to just figure out exactly which path to take to to leave the Danak Castle. Let's see, what else? There's lots of humor in it. It's very funny. Lots of characters say very funny things. Lots of pop culture references and things like that. You know, it's a very, very funny game. The dialogue, it doesn't take itself too seriously, the entire game, even though the story is a very serious story. I mean, it's a great story, and I don't want to get into details about that really, because that gives away a lot. And it's a good enough experience that I think, you know, if you have an iOS device, I mean, seriously, this game is like $2 or $3, something like that. Not very expensive, and it's definitely worth a shot. And I say that it's not a very long game, but I actually probably put probably 15 to 20 hours into it, maybe. I don't know. That might be overestimating a little bit. I don't know, at least 15, I think, because I played it a lot the past couple of days. I put several hours in today and yesterday, and then I had already put in several hours, you know, prior to that. But I really got hooked on it a couple days ago, and then yesterday, and I just blasted through it. I had a really great time with it. I actually thought that it was going to take me a lot longer to beat when I bought it, you know, and now I'm kind of like itching to get another game on my phone just because it was very convenient to be able to play that on the go on my phone, which I already had. I think Lunar Silver Star is on iOS too, and I think it's like $7, so I might look into that and maybe something else. I know there's some Final Fantasy games on there. But in retrospect, I don't know, I really, really enjoyed the style of this game, and it was really, really easy. And I think that's what I liked best about it, was that it was a pretty good story, fun gameplay, and it was easy. Like, it just, I mean, not that there wasn't challenge to it at all, but it was just very straightforward. You know, not a lot of, there wasn't any puzzles or anything like that, which on occasion, you know, is nice to just not have to figure out puzzles and just be able to blast through some combat, experience a story, you know, and pretty good graphics and a really decent game. So all in all, I really, really enjoyed this, and I really would like to play some more of these Working Designs games, but you know, the cost is just, you know, outrageous. You know, for the Sega CD games, you know, Popful Mail and Magic Knight Ray Earth and the Lunar games, and then also, you know, of course, the Saturn games and all that stuff, which, you know, I don't own Sega CD or a Saturn, so right there is my downfall with being able to play some of these Working Designs games. But I think that VE or Vi, however you say it, however you want to say it, I've heard it pronounced both ways, is a good starting point for someone if they're looking into playing some Working Designs games, because the iOS version is extremely affordable. So make sure you try it out. Coming up here pretty quick, I'm going to be doing my end of the quarter review for 2013, my backlog review. Beat lots of games in the last quarter, and I will be going over those very soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Doomwaves out.